Halloween Kills is the sequel to the 2018 Halloween film titled Halloween, which was a sequel to the original Halloween film in the 70s. Um or 80s, I can't remember when it came out. Believe it was the 70s though, I'm almost positive. Uh First of all, I'm MindOfReese. It's the MindOfReese YouTube channel. Welcome back to another half and half review. If you are new, first of all, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you're no longer new and you become a regular viewer. Second of all, if you're not familiar with my half and half reviews and you are a new viewer, half regular review, half spoilers. It's not always half. Sometimes it's more like 25-75. It all depends on how I feel about the movie, what needs to be talked about and what doesn't. In this case, it'll be more 50-50. Actually, yeah, it'll be more 50-50, but I'm gonna try not to make it long. Like I said, this is the sequel to the original, not the original, but the Halloween film from 2018, which was a sequel, spiritual sequel, spiritual successor to the original. Uh, the first that Halloween movie in 2018 was actually really good. I really loved it. I'm not a huge Halloween series fan, but I did really enjoy the movie. There was story in it. The story they told was great in it, especially between Laurie, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, and Michael Myers. Uh, they did a great thing with it. They treated it with respect as a spiritual successor and sequel to the original. And then everything they had with that film in 2018, everything they did as far as the story, you know, how they treated the characters, how the characters felt like real people. They took all of that and they threw it in the fucking trash for this one and just said, fuck it, let's kill some people. That's what this felt like. This felt like a film just I mean, I know Michael Myers kills just to kill, but seemed like they said, okay, well, they like when Michael kills people, right? Let's just have him go on a spree. Like Michael's body count in this is probably the highest of any film, to be honest. And he gets really creative. I'm not gonna lie, the kills in this are nice. Some unnecessary, but actually, no, not all of them are unnecessary. Uh, the kills in this, they're cool. They're cool. Cool to look at, very creative, but it bought nothing. First Halloween film, you had the story of Laurie dealing with PTSD from this 30-year event, 40-year event, however long it was, and it's affected her relationship with not only her mother, but her daughter. And it's affected them. They don't believe her. They think she's crazy. They're like, oh, well, he's never coming back. Crazy old lady, blah, blah, blah. And she turns out to be correct. And the training, she trained her daughter for years in case this happened. Even though her daughter felt as though she was crazy, her daughter was still prepared in case it did happen. They combated Michael. They thought they killed Michael. Clearly, they didn't because no one kills Michael. So, uh, but this film, man, it seems like with each Halloween film, they ask me to suspend my disbelief. Michael Myers is supposed to be a regular guy who's a serial killer. Sure, he's got like some extra strength because he's special. But yeah, he's the big dude. Obviously he overpowers people, but bro, the opening scene alone in this was ridiculous. Like you saw it in the trailer. It's not a spoiler. The man 1v alled an entire fire department. Now, granted, fire departments aren't trained for combat. I understand that. But if it's one fucking dude with a pipe and it's 5 or 6 of y'all, why are y'all fighting him like this is a fucking anime? First of all, attack him all at once. Y'all had weapons. One of them had a buzzsaw. Like, bro, it's just it's hard to suspend my disbelief that much with this sometimes. Like, it's to the point where it was so bad. Yo, people in this movie do not act like regular human beings. The only person, maybe two, only person in this film who acts like a regular human being is for sure Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, who's barely in the fucking film to begin with. And maybe the second one is Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle, who is the kid that Laurie was babysitting in the original film. This is him all grown up. Fun fact, this is not the original Tommy Doyle. The original Tommy Doyle was played by Paul Rudd. So they did not get Paul Rudd to come back. They got this guy, whoever he is. No offense to him, he was cool. You know, he was a real guy. He felt like an actual human being. Everyone else did not. Um, they introduced us to a bunch of characters, two of which were also from the original film. Another kid that was babysat in the original film, and a nurse that I assume worked with Dr. Loomis in the original film. They are returning to this film. Those are two of the characters. Actually, no, I'll say three because the one who was the little girl who was babysat act like a human being as well, but she wasn't in it often because apparently human beings shouldn't fucking exist in this movie. Uh, they just do dumb shit, man. Like it's a scene where you know what? I don't even want to talk about the scene without going into full detail, so I'll save that for the spoilers. But there wasn't much story in this at all. Like to be quite honest, there was actually I could argue there was no story. Uh, there was no story. There was no Lori bars. There was no Lori in this. She was barely in it. We followed her granddaughter, who isn't a fucking human being. Her daughter, who's barely a fucking human being. She borderlines, but it just felt pointless. It served no purpose. It felt like this was a speed bump to the film that they want to finish the series out with, which is Halloween Ends. This feels like just a speed bump in the road to that, like a stop sign. Like, look, I know you want to get to your destination, but you don't have a choice. You have to stop here and do this to keep moving forward. With that being said, I guess I might as well jump into the spoilers right after I give my rating for this because basically said there's going to be another one, which means he survives, right? So my rating for this is good. No, I'm sorry, it's bad. It's not good. It's not a good movie to me. I know some people enjoyed it, a lot of people didn't. It's very mixed, I assume, but I am one of the people that did not enjoy this movie. I felt the 2018 one was much better, and now I'm not as excited for Halloween Ends next year. But we'll see. I'm gonna see it anyway. I've already watched two of these films. Might as well finish out the trilogy. But yeah, I'm not as excited as I was for this at all. But let's get into the spoilers, man. So let's get into the spoilers for Halloween Kills. Okay, so okay, so Michael does not die, obviously. I've already said that. I will get into that. But that was the biggest part of suspending my disbelief in this entire fucking movie. But so I mentioned a scene. I was about to mention a scene. There's the nurse from the original, the girl who was babysat from the original, and there's a black couple in this film who we get introduced to very quickly, and they go very quickly as well. Uh they're all in a truck. Well, this is what happens. Michael comes out of the fire at the beginning of the movie, disposes of the goddamn fire department. It gets out through town, through Haddonfield, whatever the fuck. Uh, and you know, people hear it over the radio. They're having a Halloween party where Tommy Doyle was talking about the night that Michael Myers attacked them back in the day, and he's like, "It's Michael again. It's got to be Michael." And basically, Tommy Doyle is putting together a team of citizens to go after Michael Myers. Um, Good idea. In hindsight, yeah, like, hey, it's 50 of us. Let's beat this nigga. Execution, not so much. So they all split up because why the fuck would you do that, right? They all split up. Uh, First of all, it's strength in numbers against Michael Myers. Why the fuck? Anyway, uh, so they split up. And when they split up, there's the black couple, the girl from the original film who was babysat, and the nurse. I'm sorry, I don't remember their names. Look it up. Sorry, that was rude. But no, look it up. So they find these kids on a playground who are dickheads, first of all. They're dickheads. I hate them. I wish Michael would have would have done away with them. I'm gonna be completely honest. Uh she finds them on a playground and then she sees Michael. She sees Michael and Michael basically attacks the truck. you see Michael go through the back of the truck on top of the truck, and the old lady who was the nurse has a gun and she's trying to shoot at Michael, and he's playing whack-a-mole with her ass, and this bitch is shooting the goddamn windows out. They shoot the windows out the fucking car, and he says, "Lock the door." Why? The fucking windows are gone. He can reach his hand in. It don't fucking matter. Get out the fucking car and run. Why are you still sitting in the car, bro? It makes no sense to me. Granted, the old lady, she can't run. She's done for because she can't aim a gun worth of shit. So she's done. Michael kills her. The After he kills her, the black guy tries to attack Michael. The motherfucker takes like a pole or something and puts it around Michael's neck and tries to choke him. I don't know if he's new to this town. I don't. He dies, needless to say. So his wife, who is out of the car already, has a gun. She's walking up to the car like this. That's how close my fucking camera is. She's walking up to the car like this, shooting. Boom, boom, boom. Missing her fucking ass off, wasting bullets instead of waiting until he steps out of the car to get a good fucking aim. He's Michael Myers. He's not Superman. He's not moving at the speed of fucking sound, bro. Wait for him to get out the car, get a good shot, light this motherfucker up, and put him in the dirt. How is that so hard? So let me tell you how she dies. Even though if you're watching this part, you've seen it. But just in case you haven't, this stupid motherfucker is walking up to the car shooting like this. Michael Myers is looking like, is this bitch serious right now? I don't have time for this. This nigga kicks the door out, hits her hand, turns the gun around, shoots herself in the head. That's what happened. The girl who was babysat ended up getting away and hiding like a smart person. And when she's found by Tommy Doyle and the rest of them, she's taken to the hospital. Uh, that I'm not going to talk too much about what's no, actually no. There's a gay couple in this film. Michael breaks it. They're living in Michael's home, Michael's childhood home. So Michael breaks into the house. There's blood on the wall. He's like, someone's broken in, and they're not like, it's not a kid or anything like that. So they know that they live in the house that Michael Myers grew up in, and their first thought is, well, let's grab some butter knives and find a motherfucker instead of let me go outside and call the fucking police, right? So one of them goes upstairs, he gets killed, sure. The husband goes up after and sees him, and Michael is looking out the window. And this motherfucker stands there and looks at Michael Myers and says, Michael, you return home. And at this point, I'm like, all right, this motherfucker can't be this stupid. So this got to be like, this about to be like a close relative of Michael who's like, finally, we can exact our revenge or some shit. No, that's not what happened. Michael, we see a pan out shot from outside the window. Michael's walking towards this motherfucker. He's just screaming. Bro, you have something that most people don't get with Michael Myers. You have a pathway to freedom, my nigga. Take it. What's wrong? All right, let's wrap this up. So, Laurie Strode's granddaughter, who also doesn't act like a human being, just saw that a fire did not kill Michael Myers and that he took out an entire fire department. But she wants to go with her boyfriend, who was a piece of shit in the first movie, who actions have, I mean, he's dead now, so whatever. But why are you gathering teenagers to fight a guy who took out an entire fire department and survived the fire? How does that make sense? You know what? Let's fast forward to when the gang jumps Michael. So at some point, Laurie Strode takes off, not Laurie Strode, her daughter, because Laurie never leaves the fucking hospital, takes off Michael's mask and he's chasing her. And when I say chasing, this nigga is power walking. Like, this the fastest I've seen this nigga walk. So we basically see Michael Myers' face. He's just a regular nigga with a buzz cut. And the group that was put together by Tommy Doyle is surrounding him. And they attack Michael. They beating his ass. They shoot the motherfucker. Before they before they even get to that, Laurie's daughter sticks a pitchfork in the nigga's back, takes that out, right? So motherfucker power walking at full speed after a pitchfork was in his back. Better than me. I'd have been like, look, that's it for me for the rest of the night. Get to this group. Group attacks Michael. They beat this nigga's ass. They shoot this nigga multiple times in the chest. I don't know what this jumpsuit, if this jumpsuit is made of Kevlar or not, but yeah, he looked like he felt it. And as he's on the ground, knocked out, Lori's daughter takes a knife and puts it like right here, like between this nigga's neck and his shoulders. Puts it right there. I seen it. It's like, you ever seen a motherfucker put a knife in a cake? That's what it looks like. So she leaves to go back to the house to check on her granddaughter. This nigga Michael wakes up and goes fucking Super Saiyan Goku berserk mode and wipes out the entire crew. Everyone. All of a sudden, they attacking him one by one. You know what? I don't even want to talk about this no more. Okay, so he returns to the house after he wipes out the Scooby gang, and he murders Lori's daughter in a scene that was actually really fucking stupid the way it looked. So that's the end. We see Michael looking out the. I'm done with this. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell. See this if you want to. I don't give a shit. Holla at y'all tomorrow. Peace. Whatever.